Hello everybody. Hi. Welcome to musicianship class week 4 home-based learning. And I hope you guys are still practicing your scales and you still practice your arpeggios. And the basic understanding of all these scales and all these techniques is you have to know your key and you have to know your key signatures. That means in the key of C, make sure that you know already that there are no sharps, no flats. In the key of G, you have only one sharp, and that's F sharp, and so on and so forth. Okay, now why do we need to know this is because of the new scale that I'm going to introduce to you today, and it's called the pentatonic scale. Now, let's understand the word pentatonic first. What is pentatonic? Now, I bet you have heard of pentagon before, right? And pentagon means the structure of the building that has 5 corners. So the basic number here is 5. So pentatonic means 5 tone. Pentatonic scale means 5 tone scales. Okay, so now with your understanding of a basic or a normal major scale, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pentatonic means I'm going to play 5 notes out of these 7 notes. But I don't simply pick them. I have to know which 5 notes to play. So the numbers of these 5 notes are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So these are the 5 notes that you have to play for a pentatonic scale. Right? So let me show it to you again, both hands. Obviously, for a pentatonic scale, has 5 notes and it fits properly to our 10 fingers, 5 on each hands. So now, if you look at the scale, we have to spread it out evenly to fit our 5 fingers. So let me show to you on my right hand. This will be a 5-tone scale. Left hand, so each finger will have its placement accordingly. So there's no turning required for an octave pentatonic scale. Now for a pentatonic scale, besides learning 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, you can also choose to look at it as in you skip the 4th note and the 7th note. So you can either remember that it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, or you can just tell yourself 1, skip 4, skip 7, skip 4. It's just another way of looking at it. So if this is played in the key of C, I'm sorry, I just turned, so just try to not turn. By understanding the number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, we can apply this into any key. Take for example in the key of G. You have to spot for your scale first, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and down. So I'll pick the 5 notes, that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And that will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And this is called a G major pentatonic scale. Let's try left hand F major pentatonic scale. Remember your numbers for F major and remember your accidental for F major. Right? So let's choose the 5 notes that will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So how do we put the pentatonic scale into our technical exercise is to turn on your metronome to 70 BPM. Okay? Get it clicking loud and clear, and play quavers for every single note. Here you go. You can keep going without stopping. F major pentatonic, G major pentatonic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Now we have learned the major pentatonic scale. So the next step is to understand what's a minor pentatonic scale. It's very common. We have learned the major scale before and followed by a minor scale. So now we learn the major pentatonic scale followed by a minor pentatonic scale. So it's the same concept, the same understanding. Every major key is related to a minor key, and their distance is a minor third apart. Take for example, C major key is related to A minor. So that is a minor third apart. Another example, F major key is related to what minor? So you just have to count your steps a minor third below, and there you go. This is a minor third, and it tells us that F major is related to D minor. So now if I play C major pentatonic scale, we should know it's related to A minor pentatonic scale. Now there's a formula for A minor pentatonic scale. That's starting from A itself. An A major key will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then it comes down again. But now, because A minor is related to C major, so we play a minor scale. Natural minor scale. And what are the 5 notes for A minor pentatonic scale? Is these. I do not know if you can see what number they are, but I don't actually see the numbers as in 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6. I think that's a bit too tedious. But if you take a closer look, let's take this A note and shift it up here. Okay? So when I replace my hands, what does this look like? Yes, it looks exactly like a C major pentatonic scale. That's why they're related. So all I need to do is just throw down the A note, let it go, reposition my hand, and now I'm starting the scale on an A note. However, I'm still seeing a C major pentatonic scale. I do not know if you can see that very clearly. However, some people choose to memorize the formula for it, and that they call it 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and descending. So you can try it. Take 2 different angles at looking at a minor pentatonic scale. Now we know the F major scale is related to D minor pentatonic. Sorry, we know that F major is related to D minor. So the first way of looking at it, you can always remember that the formula is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and descending. But you can also choose to do the second method, or the other angle of looking at it, by knowing your F major pentatonic scale. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. You've got to start it on a D note because it's a D minor pentatonic scale. And then when you release the top D minor, these are your D minor pentatonic notes. If I put it into a single hand, you use every single fingers for each note as well. No turning of the wrist, no turning of the fingers required. Just play accordingly. So I encourage you to practice F major pentatonic scale followed by its minor. So then you can see two starting notes are different, just that they're still under the same related notes. Now if you take a closer look, not at the white keys but at the black keys, do you see that in a key itself, or in a scale itself, there are actually 5 black notes? Now take a closer look. What do you see? This is actually an F sharp major pentatonic. Yeah. If you sweep it further, it's a major pentatonic scale. Does it sound the same as what you played on the white keys? Listen again. If I go to G major, yeah, they sound the same. It has the same type of quality of sound. If you look at the minor of F major, that will be your E flat major, but in this case we call it E flat minor pentatonic. It sounds the same as your E minor pentatonic scale. There you go. So you turn on your metronome, 70, and there you go, D minor pentatonic on quavers. Now let's go to A minor pentatonic. Remember your C major pentatonic, and let's try G major pentatonic. It's related to E minor. There you go. Alright, so there you go. So keep yourself busy by practicing the major followed by the minor. So do not just practice the whole of the major pentatonic scale and then just stop there and then practice D minor pentatonic scale or the minor pentatonic scale another day. Do it all at one go, major and minor, and then you can have your rest. Have fun! So why are we learning the pentatonic scale? Now there's a lot of reason to it. It's not because we need to practice our scales. It's like how we are asked to practice our major and minor scales. Now there's a reason why, because pentatonic can be used to form melodies, can be used to also can be used for improvisation, and also it can be used for fun. Like this. I have actually sequenced a track that comes with a 4-chord progression, and you know them. It's 1, 5, 6 minor, 4. I just got this progression on a loop. Okay, that sounds like this. That's 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4 major. Okay, so when this thing goes on a loop, I can play my pentatonic scale on top of it. That sounds like this. Let's take a listen. See? You can have fun. You can play your own loop, sequence it onto logic, and have fun with the different major and minor pentatonic scales.